Good morning everyone. Today we are going to start exercise 5.3 where we have to change the fraction to make a group of like fraction. Means we have so many numbers, out of them one is different. What changes we should make to make it like fraction? What is like fraction? Like fraction stands for those fractions who are having the same denominator. Means you can see each and every fraction has the same denominator except this. So we will change its denominator and now afterwards it will convert into like fraction. So the number that to be changed 6 by 14. That's it. Now in question number 4 you can see 12, 12, 12, 12, but this number having different denominator. So we will change its denominator. It will look like 8 upon 12. Now it will consider as a like fraction. Moving towards the next question, we have to write next 4 like fractions. Right now I explained you all, like fraction stands for those fractions those are having same denominator. So we have to write the next 4 numbers, those are like. So I will continue it. I will write all the answer in these boxes. So denominator should be 12. You can see the pattern 2, 3, 4. The next would be 5, 6 upon 12, 7 upon 12 and 8 upon 12. Now in question number 7, which of the following are unit fraction? What does it mean? Unit fraction means whose numerator is 1. A fraction with the numerator 1 will known as unit fraction. So here numerator is 1, and last one, these are 3 fractions, those are having numerator 1. So these will be known as unit fraction. So we will write 1 by 18, 1 by 9 and 1 by 15 are unit fraction. Because their numerator is 1. Now moving towards the next slide, which is exercise 5.4, question number 3. Which of the following are mixed fraction number? Mixed fraction numbers means you will be having one whole number and other will be the part of whole. Means if the number is written like I am having 2 pizzas and I wish to use one complete pizza and next I would like to use only half of the pizza. So how it will look? This one is the complete and this one is the half of the pizza, so I will write it is the half. So one whole and other is fraction. So if the number is available in the whole and the fraction form, this will known as mixed fraction. So which of the following are looking like a mixed fraction? Yes, we have A, B, C, D 4 options. So we can observe this number is in form of whole number and fraction form. So it is mixed fraction. Here again in D part we have whole number 3 and fraction form 2 upon 9. So it is also known as mixed fraction. We will take on these 2 answers. Number 4, we have to represent the following fraction on number line. Means this fraction number we have to represent on number line. So we will draw a straight line. We will put arrow, place 0 over there. Now look at the denominator. We have denominator 2. So we will draw lines at the equal distance and we will write the number whose denominator should be 2. Each and every mark will get denominator 2. Here we will start 0 upon 2, 1 upon 2, 2 upon 2 and it is 3 upon 2. Here, where is our required number? Here it is, and 2 upon 2 will cancel each other and we will get 1. Here we will get one more concept, that if your number is a proper fraction means if your numerator is smaller than its denominator, this number is known as proper fraction. These numbers always lies between 0 and 1. You can see on the number line, the 1/2 is lying between 0 and 1. If the number is improper, it will lie after 1 on number line. You can see in our B part, we have 4 upon 9. Again, numerator is smaller and denominator is greater. So, it will known as proper fraction. So, again we are going to draw this number, but we are quite sure that this number will lie between 0 and 1. And how many sections we need to draw? 9. As much denominator you are having, same sections you have to draw on number line. Zero, and here at the equal distance I will draw some line segments. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 1 is extra I am taking. So, this one will get denominator 9, denominator 9. Everywhere I will write the same denominator. Now, we are starting from 0. So, first numerator will be 0 upon 9, 1 upon 9, 2 upon 9, 3 upon 9, 4 upon 9, 5 upon 9, 6 upon 9, 7 upon 9, 8 upon 9, 9 upon 9 and 10 upon 9. The place where you are getting same numerator and same denominator, here it is. So, it will give you 1 after reducing its term. And where is our 4 upon 9? Here we have 4 upon 9. So, whenever you are going to draw a line and you are going to represent fraction number on it, you will draw numbers until you get 1. Okay. Now, in our C part, we have 3 upon 8. We will draw again a line segment, or sorry, it's line. Line segment has a fixed length and line is endless. Here I am marking 0 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1 extra I am always taking. So, here 8 denominator 8, 8, so on I will continue, and at the same numerator and denominator place I will write 1 after cancellation. Here I will start 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can see here we have same numerator, same denominator. After cancellation it will give you 1. And where is our number? 3 upon 8? Here it is, 3 upon 8. Now, in our D part we have one mixed fraction, and in this mixed fraction we have to convert into improper. All the mixed fraction numbers always can be converted into improper fraction, and these are lying after 1 on the number line. So, how to convert this number? Multiply these two and add the answer with this. So, multiply these two numbers, 2 ones are 2 and 2 plus 1 3. So, our number is 3 upon 2, and on the number line how to represent this? I am marking here 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4. So, here I will write denominator 2, same denominator everywhere I will write, and here 0 upon 2, 1 upon 2, 2 upon 2, 3 upon 2, 4 upon 2. Now, you notice 2 and 2 will cancel and we will get 1, and here 3 upon 2, the required number which we are going to represent on the number line, is lying after 1, and here it is. I told you earlier that if your answer or your question is given in the improper number, it will lie always after 1 on the number line. So, it was improper fraction. You can see denominator is smaller and numerator is greater. Moving towards question number 5, where we have to insert greater than, less than and or equal sign in the boxes. Children, you can notice 2 upon 3. 2 upon 3 is a proper fraction. It is a proper fraction. How I know? Because numerator is smaller. So it is proper fraction. And proper fraction in A part of the fourth question. Here we have seen proper fraction always lie between 0 and 1. So by looking at their fraction form, we can justify which one would be greater. So it is smaller than 1, so which would be greater? 1 is the greater value. Here same numerator, same denominator. On the number line I always told you that same numerator, same denominator, after cutting that they will give you 1. So here also you will get 1. Now you can see 1 and 1 both are equal. Let's move towards the C part. Here in the C part you can see numerator is a greater value and denominator is a smaller one. So it is improper fraction. And recently I solved question 4D part, where you can see I had an improper fraction and it always lie after 1. Our required number was after 1. So the same thing we are having 8 upon 6, where denominator is smaller than numerator and numerator is a greater value. So this number would be greater than 1 because it is lying after 1 on the number line. Now we are on exercise 5.5, where question number 1 wants to express the following improper fraction as mixed numbers. Means A part we are having, it is, we can see it is a improper value. How? Because denominator is smaller than its numerator. So we can divide and we will check how to write this number in the mixed fraction form. So 2 will be the divisor and 9 is dividend. 2 4s are 8 minus 1. So this one is the quotient, remainder and divisor. So you will start from this way. So Q R D. It is a format to write any improper value in mixed fraction format. So what is Q? It is 4. What is R? It is 1. What is divisor? It is 2. So we are having denominator 2 earlier and at the answer you are having the same denominator. And if you will solve this again, you will get quotient value. Let's move toward the C part. We will do the division again to get the quotient and remainder. 7 2s are 14. You will be having 3 after subtraction. So how to write? In this way. We will start our circle from quotient. So quotient, remainder, divisor. So quotient will be 2, remainder will be 3 and the divisor would be 7. Earlier it was 7 and 7 is as a denominator here also. At the last one, 55 and 18. 18 and 55. 18 3s are 54 minus you will get 1. So we will start from 3, 1 and 18. So how to arrange them? First we will write the first value, that was quotient. So it is 3. Then numerator will be 1 and the divisor would be 18. Now we are going towards our second question of the same exercise. Here we have to express the following mixed numbers as improper fraction. Earlier in question number 1, what we were doing, improper into mixed fraction. But here we have to convert the mixed fraction value into improper value. Now what to do? I told you earlier, first we will multiply these two numbers. 5 and 3 will multiply and whatever we will be having the product, that will add with the numerator. So it will look like 5 into 3 and plus 2 plus this value, and denominator will remain same. Denominator was 3. So it will give you 15 plus 2 upon 3. 17 by 3 is the improper value, improper fraction of this mixed value. Here what we have to multiply? 7 and 6, whole number and the denominator will multiply. So we will multiply whole number and the denominator and then add the numerator, and denominator would be 6 only. 42 plus 1 upon 6, our answer is 43 upon 6. Now here whole number and denominator we will multiply. So 3 into 12 plus 5 upon denominator. So it is 12 3s are 36 plus 5 upon 12. It is 41 upon 12. You all can notice here that every time your numerator is greater than their respective denominators, means they all are in form of improper fraction.